ورحمة الله وبركاته. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. So I was reading today about a story about a man that he was obese, and he had to do a surgery like to stable his stomach. And he went to the doctor to do the surgery, and when he talked to him, he told him, I would like to challenge you before the surgery, since we're going to do the surgery anyway, to do something for 2 weeks, for only 2 weeks, and then after that you can stop. He told him just for 2 weeks he only eat broiled potatoes, just that's it, without adding any salt or anything to it. For 2 weeks, will be the only food that's allowed to eat. And then he continued for the 2 weeks, and after the 2 weeks, he started to taste food differently. Before, he said that he used to eat like the pizza and the fast food and the sweets, and he couldn't find the healthy food like has taste. It's like was boring for him. It was tasteless. But after this, it's like the first thing he tasted, it was like corn or something like that. It's like he started to feel different taste and enjoyment in his tongue. So the doctor explained this to him, that the problem with having like fast food or like junk food or sweets a lot, it increases, it's like artificially, it has this reward system that increases the dopamine artificially. And when the body finds that there's a way to get this dopamine quickly, they don't go through the other things. So they start to have this balance. The body usually starts to have this balance. So when you find like a flood of dopamine for something, the body starts creating this dopamine resistance in the cells. Similar to what you have for the diabetes, when they create the insulin resistance. The increase of anything, the body tries to resist it to have balance in the body. So they created this dopamine resistance. So from getting used to those, and the body starts to lose the taste for other things. The dopamine doesn't get reward. The dopamine is the hormone that like encourage the body, like ask us to get motivated to do things. It's like either to do work or to be successful according to the reward system. And when it finds something that gives you that reward quickly and fast, it starts to want to repeat this. That's why those who are addicted to drugs, they have this, it gets a lot of dopamine, and the next time the same amount cannot give them the same dopamine results, because they have this dopamine resistance. So that's why in Harvard, they did this study and research, and they found that by doing this dopamine fast, they bring the balance back to body and bring the balance back to the emotions and motivations. Most people, they find themselves, they're not able to do most of the stuff that are useful to them and make them successful, because they feel that it's boring or they don't have the motivation to do it. So they've done this study about some research of people that they give them this dopamine fast for 2 weeks. And the trick is the time that you do it is for 2 weeks. And it's actually improved their motivation and made them able to pick up these tasks successfully. SubhanAllah, Allah added this to us. It's like during Ramadan, you've got this dopamine fast that you control. It's about control. If you've been able to control and bring this balance back, you don't indulge in food and any of the halal stuff, so that your body get the balance back. And subhanallah, whoever did the i'tikaf in the last 10 days of Ramadan, this is exactly the dopamine fast. I remember that a long time ago, during the 90s and the 80s, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have internet. So when I do the i'tikaf for 10 days, it's like almost 2 weeks, I lose the connection with the world. All what I see is the prayers and the sheikh, and if I need something, my dad like stops every now and then and I get something, but I lose connection with the world. And this is the real dopamine fast. That's why I used to come out of this i'tikaf totally different person.